Yeah, that motherfucker on me too, guys.
What's up, people, man? It's G Money back with another video, man. See, me and my boy Marcus out here on these tools, man. He over here got the 2022 Street Glide. You know me, man. I'm still on Troublemaker, man. The 2021 Road Glide Standard, man. We finna get down here. What you say, man? You already feel stuff?
Oh,
alright, y'all.
Goddamn turkey leg.
Yeah, we're going in here to get us a turkey leg, man. You can kind of say it's like a turkey leg hut, but yeah, it's supposed to be a whole. It is a whole lot better.
It's a whole lot
Fuck
better.
that. Yeah, it's a whole lot better,
We're gonna
man.
get us a little skull out of here before I have to wear it so we can get us a good old buzz. You know what I'm saying? If you know what I mean, you know what I mean.
Ah, that body crazy. Alright, y'all, we finna go on here, order some food, have a good time, talk, chill, fuck off a little. We'll get back to y'all here in a minute, man. Holla.
Oh, they gotta be this shit right here.
Yup, that's it right there. Yeah, y'all, we up in here in Crazy Legs, man. Chilling, man, when they do down here in Mississippi, northern Mississippi, Memphis, Tennessee area, man. Starters, salads, pasta bowls. Nope. Girl, don't be mad. You don't want nobody to see your face. Yo. Ooh. Yeah, I kind of couldn't wait. Oh, yeah. Look what we're working with. Catfish, fries, sweet potatoes, and a little mini sauce. I know, man. Got some dirty rice. I'm sorry, dirty rice. Oh yeah, this is real good. Real good dirty rice up there. We're having us a good little time over. Her little mean ass. She got a little lip stuck all up and shit.
Why you recording me?
Girl, please, you ain't that important.
Man, what you doing, weird? See what I'm trying to do?
Oh,
What you mean?
exactly.
I ain't got no camera. No, we're talking now.
All right, guys, we back. Had a little brief intermission. Couldn't really get all the footage like I wanted to. A Potter here had to run and do a couple of things, but you know, it's all right. We always get together, ride out and everything. But cool little spot to eat at, man. If y'all live in, like I said, in the North Mississippi, Memphis, Tennessee, like South Haven, Mississippi area, man, look, it's a great spot. This time I just wanted to try something else. Catfish was fine, but they really more or less known for their turkey legs and all their sides and stuff like that. But very, very good, very reasonable. You will not leave satisfied. But here go the thing is, I know in my last video, I know it's been a minute since I posted a video or anything like that, but I just kind of want to go over all the upgrades and stuff like that I did do to my bike. I do have the factory 47s and the 14-inch installed and everything on your bike. Now, guys, excuse me, if you guys are looking to install your own handlebars, I say go for it. Let's just say, I guess depending on the bars that you go for, 14s, of course, some guys may say, okay, you need to buy extended brake cables or extended clutch cables. I put these on myself. I didn't have to use nothing. The only thing I really needed was the extension wires. Now, you can go about it two ways. You can either get the, I think it's I'm not exactly sure how much of an inch of an extension that Harley sells. I end up using them at first. So you have that option to go to Harley, buy the extension wires, to just basically plug and play to go on your existing wires that's already on your bike, and then you plug them back into the same ports that you unplugged the original ones from, just to get that extra room for you to have the free play that you want. Now, brake cable, I didn't have to change that out at all. There's a couple of guys on YouTube that have some videos of them actually installing their bars. I should have made a video, but I didn't. So that's kind of one of the things I may regret. But hey, if I end up changing these handlebars out, or maybe if I hit one of my buddies out, probably get that on film, the way you guys can actually see it if you want to attempt it at home. Because I don't know about y'all, but I love riding motorcycles, but at the same time, I'm not for spending all my money at Harley, if you get what I'm saying. Like, I think I may have spent bars, the extension wires, the grips, I want to say, I believe that's all I needed to buy, honestly. And I want to say I may have spent $800. Now, each Harley may vary. Some Harleys may charge more, some may charge less, some may charge around the same thing. But my Harley, one of the Harleys here in my area, quoted me around about $800 to install the bars for them to install my bars for me. I can just take the $800 and put it towards something else I want. More upgrades, music, stereo, foot pegs, highway pegs, whatever. I advise anybody to do the same. The Road Glide, from what I've seen, is a whole lot easier than the Street Glide and the Road King. Now, you may not feel like it's hard when it comes to the Street Glide. You know, just watch a couple of videos of guys actually doing it, take a lot of notes. I will say one thing, if you do plan on installing your bars yourself, I would get some electrical tape, a Weston chain, like the little chain that you like the ceiling fans have, you know, back in your grandma's house, or that you got in your house now. One of those. Get you a long Weston chain. You can normally get those from like Home Depot, Lowe's for little or nothing. And then get you some type of lubricant grease, electrical grease, or whatever you want. And if you have an air compressor, that works cool. If not, you don't really just need it, but it does help in some cases. But I didn't have I got an air compressor, but I never used it to install my bars. I used the Weston chain, electrical tape, and some grease to basically, when I took the wires out of my old bar, my standard bars that came on the bike, to fish them through on my new bars that I got now. So far so good. I've ridden maybe like over 5,000 miles since I actually put my bars on, if not more. Haven't, knock on wood, I've never had an issue. As you can see, like my cables, they're not, I mean, it kind of looks tight, but you know, I got all this free play in my brake line, and then you come over here to my clutch line. This one's a little stiff, but trust and believe, it's free play. Like I said, once you take this bezel off and everything like that, it's a couple of zip ties you have to go back off and through here and snip to just, and then I know the clutch cable, you're gonna have to reroute it around and have it coming out on the side in order to get up here to get the room that you want. But it's literally not hard, guys. I promise you. If it was hard, I'd tell you if it was hard. But I could say the most stressful thing as far as me putting the bars on was actually getting the wires back through the bars. And that's only because, you know, the factory 47s have this meat hook. So it's like you kind of got, once you put the Western chain in, depending on how you do it, you want to fish it through. And I guess this is right in the area where I kind of got hung up at, coming through here. But that's where that grease kind of like, make sure you grease up the tip part of it the most in order for it to slide down. But this is, if you decide to get factory 47s in a 12, 14, 16, whatever you want to decide to put on your bike, this is probably going to be your hang up area right here. As far as it coming down through here, that was nothing. Nothing. Yeah, okay. So so I think on my last, let me get off the bike. So I think on my last video, okay, I did the 14-inch factory 47 bars. I got the Ciro phone mount holder. Works great, haven't had any issues, keeps my phone, you know, securely intact. Doesn't fly off or anything. I done rode through rain, high wind. It was windy. It's windy outside today, as you can see. Windy outside, but don't have any issues there. Also got me the Ciro cup holder. Perfect. Don't have any issues. Now I will say, if you're going to use this, get you a cup. Maybe not more or less with the plastic lid, unless you're just, you know, you're not driving highway speeds, it'll be fine. But maybe if you get you like a little thermos or something like that to fit in here, you want to put your drink or whatever, not throw it in your saddlebag, and maybe just get one of those pop tops and take a sip out, throw it back in, boom, keep on rolling. Cool with that. And let me see, I got my highway pegs installed. I might change these out, but so far they've been working pretty good for me. I don't have any issues or complaints. Those were another upgrade. Let me see, let's walk around. Clockworks windshield. Now, the windshield, yeah, there's plenty of bugs on here, guys. Excuse that, I need to wash it. We just got done riding, but the Clockworks windshield. This is the 9-inch Sport Flare. Just so you can kind of get a general look of how it looks if you haven't or thinking about ordering it. Looks good. I like it. It could be a little taller. I think the next inch up is maybe a 14-inch. I may end up go ahead and ordering that just to block a little bit more wind, because I'm still getting just a little bit buffering, but I'm 5'11". So I mean, it all just depends on your personal preference on how you wanna ride. If you don't mind a little wind during the summertime or the fall, you'll, yeah, I say it's a 70-30. You'll get a little buffering, but not a lot to where it's bothering you, and you're still able to hear your music at least at 70-75, especially if you only have the stock speakers like I got. So that's one. I also changed the turn signals out to the custom dynamics. The only flaw I have with the custom dynamic lights is I live in the city. I stay in Memphis, man. It's a lot of potholes. So I've had to go to Harley, if not order them off their site, and order more lenses, because the lenses will pop off or break or however it is, and they'll just, hey, how you doing? Sorry about that, neighbor, guys. But the lenses, they'll just pop off, and then your light will just be there, head dangling. I know one day, I think I was at Bike Night on Beale Street. If you guys never been to Bike Night on Beale Street, you gotta come. Look it up on YouTube. Other guys may have some videos out as far as how Beale is there here in Memphis, but If you've never been to Memphis on bike night, bike night is over right now for the year. It'll start back up, I believe, in April of 2023. So if you guys ever decide to take a ride or you're taking a long trip and you can pass through Memphis on a Wednesday night, come to Wednesday night, 6 to 11 o'clock at night, you won't be disappointed. It's good vibes, no craziness or anything like that. Good people. You're gonna have a great time no matter what. Stop by, enjoy yourself, and if you need to take off and keep going wherever you're going, go, but at least stop through, check out the Blues Head, check out the barbecue, because I don't care what nobody say, we got the best barbecue in the nation, and I challenge any and everybody to that. Do you hear me? Okay, so back to the upgrades. So we got the Willie G cover for the primary. Put that on myself when I did my oil change. Little nothing. Now this is the last upgrade that I've gotten, is my Saddlemen Road sofa. This is not the extended reach, this is just a standard reach. I kind of miss having my backrest, but honestly, since you know this is kind of deep, if you don't have a Saddlemen, or if you've been looking into possibly a new seat or a Saddlemen, it's great. I've taken this seat a few thousand miles. I haven't had any complaints. Even though I don't have my backrest, I can still kind of perch my lower back in that indentation, and it's not as bad as it would be like having a stock seat and not having a backrest. So I still haven't had any discomfort when it comes to not having a backrest on this seat. And just like how the website normally says, about 500 miles is a good break-in period. You're gonna need I ain't gonna say every bit of the 500, but it's gonna take about a good 500 in order for your butt to get molded into that seat. But when it gets molded, it's perfect. Can't complain. So if you're looking for a cheaper option, maybe if you don't want to go to a Corbin or some of these other high dollar $1,000 seats or anything like that, a good 600 and I think like 650, somewhere around there at the time. May have went up, may have not, but good seat, can't complain. 2 thumbs up. Also got the back sissy bar to go with it, with the stitch padding to match this. Cool. I think we already did a video on the tabs. I got the 4.5 inch BAM sticks on there. Loud as shit. Could be louder. I've heard some guys, you know, do the two in one setups on there. Slap you in the mouth effects, pretty much. But on my bike, I do have, I got the 4.5 inch BAM sticks, but I've also did the stage 1, which I've also got the Screaming Eagle heavy breather. Caught this on sale at Harley when they had one of the sales, so got that installed. And I do not have the stock headers. I repeat, I do not have the stock headers. I have the 2 in the 1 in the 2 tab performance headers. Now I can't 100% say they sound better without the stock headers, but I do feel the performance from when I just put my slip-ons on versus me actually putting the breather, putting the headers, and putting the Screaming Eagle tuner. Yes, I don't really want the Screaming Eagle tuner, but at the same time, I'm kind of a warranty guy. So 2 years unlimited mileage. I mean, hey, just use their tuner for the time being. Build up what you want, then maybe when your warranty is up and you feel like your bike is more reliable, or maybe you just don't care about the warranty, put another tuner on there. Just do what you want to do. I mean, I wouldn't say I wasn't 100% in fear of it, but at the same time, if something breaks down on the bike, then why should I have to pay for it when it's covered up under warranty? But you know, hey, let somebody else pay for it. If the motor blow up, cool. Guess what? I get a brand new motor, start all the way back over. But hey, knock on wood, we're gonna keep on rolling with it. But yeah, heavy breather 2-in-1 2 tab performance exhaust and the slip-ons. perfect combination. If you're just a 2-in-1 guy, I definitely recommend the 2-in-1 with some BAM sticks with the zombie baffles. The effect that you get with the 2-in-1, from what I've seen with other guys on their bikes, I'm not exactly sure if they have a cam, but they definitely have it tuned, versus just the dual setup. You can definitely feel the power coming out. But me, I'm a dual guy. If I'm riding in the wintertime, I don't, maybe that's just my personal preference, I like to see the smoke come out of both tips. I don't like a dummy pipe. I just never been a fan of it, but maybe my thoughts may change, you know, later on down the line. But as of right now, I like the dual, and that's just the way I'm going to keep it. So I do, let me see, I'm trying to think of any other upgrades that I may have done to my bike. And I do have my get back whip. She's starting to come undone on me a little bit, but I think I'm gonna end up having to try to find a shorter one. I don't know if you guys ever run into this issue, but when you're riding at highway speeds, especially by bringing on their brake line, mine tends to pull back in the wind. And from what I've heard from a couple of my club members and everything, or just some friends that I ride with, my brake lights are coming on lightly, but it's not like I'm feeling my brakes coming on, but it's kind of giving that persona as if I'm hitting on a brake, but I'm really not. So that's another thing to think about whenever you get the long get back whips. Maybe if you want to get a shorter one, maybe to tighten up the brake lever just a little bit more where it's not as loose, or soft to the touch to where your lights won't come on and off, to give the riders behind you, you know, like you're trying to slow down or anything like that. But just a little tip, just in case you want to get you a get back whip, that's what they're called. I think this is a, I can't even remember, this might have been like a maybe 2.5 feet long or something like that when I ordered. I can't remember, I ordered a little while ago, but so far so good. I want to say that is it for the upgrades. I know fall is here, wintertime is coming. I got a lot of new upgrades and everything that I plan on doing to my bike, but I guess when we decide to go ahead and just put it up for the winter, if we put it up for the winter, we're gonna go ahead and just kind of break it down, because I did have an accident, which I know I didn't tell you guys at first before we went to Daytona. So we went to Daytona before, I want to say a week before, when I was actually getting my stage 1 done. I was picking my bike up from my storage, so strapped it down on my trailer and everything like that. It was secure, so I thought. So coming out of my storage room, get to a red light, turning, because now, okay, I got to pick up a spare tire just in case, because we were taking my trailer out of town, just in case, you know, we had a flat or anything like that. And I was just trying to do the right thing, and I was trying to bring it home to install everything before I took it back to Harley to let them do the tune on it. Well, one of my D-rings broke out of my trailer and my bike fell over. Heartbroken. So this is, if you can kind of see it, this is some of the damage. Here is just a little scuff mark. It did break my turn signal. I got all that fixed, which of course I had to pay out of pocket for. All that was kind of scratched up. And then I don't know how this happened, but some kind of way my saddlebag over here on this side, there you go, got scratched up as well. So do I want to get it painted? Of course, but at the same time, let me take my goggles off. I look at it kind of like as a lesson learned, or a life lesson, you know. Sometimes you can say kind of like battle scars, just like things like that right there. Just, you'll look at it like, okay, check, double check, you know. But like I said, life lesson learned. Probably won't do that shit again, but hey. But those are the upgrades I've done so far on my bike. We've got $7,658 great miles from little over a year ago when I bought it. Bought it back in September of last year. So Troublemaker, that's my bike's name, Troublemaker. She been good to me. She been good to me. But we definitely got a lot more things in store. Just take a little time. You know, these bikes ain't cheap. Everything is high, and so is the work, and trying to find somebody to do the right work for the right price. So unless you just got it, you just want to send it to Harley, by all means. I ain't knocking you, but I'm not a Harley paying guy. I mean, come on. I mean, we don't really have that many independent shops out here. Most of them closed down, and if we do have one, and they're pretty much always booked up for months at a time. And I've heard good and bad things from that shop. I won't get into it, but you know, I won't put their name out there. But hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. But thank you guys for coming out, checking my video out, man. I know I ain't made any videos in a minute, but I'm trying to get a little better. Work's been kind of hectic, things been kind of slowing down a little bit, so maybe we can get a couple of riding videos in before the winter time gets here, but we'll see. Maybe group rides, whatever. But you know, hey, it is what it is. But man, this G Money on Tuesday, man. Like, comment, subscribe if you're new to this channel, and man, help me get the channel grow, man. Thank you. I'll let you. Peace.